Live from Studio A, the 6:30 Show with Dave Gray.
Thank you. Cut it out. There's nobody here. Hi, the New Year's upon us, and according to several previous predictors, 1999 may not be the best of times. So what? Who cares? So what? Who cares about what somebody thought 1,000 years ago? Nobody. Nostradamus? I don't know what this guy thought. Goofy name, one name, like Madonna? Don't trust him. A lot of you. You trust these guys. And you seek input from those who claim to know. Well, tonight, we have a treat for you right here on TVW. Your own psychic connection for 1999. Yes, joining me tonight via phone from Omaha, Nebraska. That's even hard for me to say. It's Psychic Suzanna. Let's go to the phone right here and see if she's here. Psychic Suzanna, are you there?
I am so here. It's unbelievable, young man.
It is such a pleasure to hear your voice again. How have you been?
It's so cool to hear you. You're just as crazy as ever.
That is my job.
Uh-huh.
Your job is to be the finest psychic in the entire nation.
Well, we'll work on that one.
Tonight, we are going to find out answers to questions that people have. We are going to find out what's going to happen in the coming year. I have seen you be so on, as far as accuracy. I've actually seen you make people cry because people are so shocked that sometimes they're afraid to look within themselves, and you look into there, and they don't know what to do. I'm just going to say that right out right now, and that's not saying good or bad, but is that experience tough for you when you are that on? Is that a weird...
Well, I think it might have been that they were looking at you at the same time, Dave.
Ouch, that hurts. People should know Psychic Suzanna is funny as well, which kind of, there's no need for me anymore if you just want to take over Psychic Suzanna. I have seen, it's been amazing to me. I saw you make a guy who everybody knows here in town, Johnny Danger, actually stop in his tracks, because he was a guy along with me who was a real skeptical guy, who he wasn't as spiritual as I am, and he didn't want to be open to that side of things. And when you see someone like you who obviously has these abilities, who obviously has a special ability that many of us don't have, it is shocking. It awakes you in a way maybe you weren't ready for.
Well, now, Dave, what I teach and what I truly believe is that we all have psychic ability. We all have the same ability. The difference between you and me is I use mine a lot. Like tonight in this bar that I'm here, I'll do 50 people. So in a week, I do about 300 people. So I use it a lot. But everybody has good intuition and really does have insight onto what's going on ahead.
And I think that's something people need to learn. Oftentimes people say, I had a feeling. I had intuition. I shouldn't go in that building. Well, maybe if you tune into the fact that was a little bit more than just intuition. Maybe that there is no such thing as intuition. It's just another sense that we all have.
Well, if you could start learning to trust it. The whole thing is trusting it. And a lot of people are afraid of trusting their intuition only because what if they're wrong? Well, we're wrong anyway. So you might as well learn to trust the living God in you. He talks to you all the time. And if you have a bad sense or you have a bad feeling, you should notice it. And then you should ask from God what this could be signaling, because he leaves us signals for everything in our life.
And the signals are there for all of us that are coming now to the new millennium, and that phrase you're going to hear over and over and over again as much as the Prince song. But I want to know for you, what image do you get when you first think of 1999? I do not get the gloom and doom. You do not get the gloom and doom?
No, I do not get the gloom and doom.
Thank goodness. Somebody finally says that.
I see remarkable advances both in the cure of AIDS and a lot of other things coming up. So I feel extremely good about this year. I, however, don't think that our president will stay president all through this year.
You see Bill Clinton being impeached and taken out of office?
I don't know that he'll be impeached, but I do feel him not in the office by this time next year.
Now, the new allegations are a woman has come about who says now that she may have President Bill Clinton's baby. Now, do you see that that's true, not true?
I'm pretty sure it's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is scary. Is it odd that there are small towns in Arkansas that all look like Bill Clinton? Is that something that we should find strange? I want to know, Psychic Suzanna, you are the most psychic person I know, but I want to know, when did you first know? When did you first know inside, yes, I have this quote-unquote ability, yes, I have the ability to tune in to something that maybe most people don't?
In all honesty, I started by saying to God when I was about 22, which is a couple decades ago, just between you and me.
I don't think so.
How do I serve you? And this is my way of serving God.
And that's another interesting point that you bring up, because some people say right away, oh, my goodness, it's sacrilege, it's awful. Someone, using these powers, you're the devil, it's a witch hunt kind of a thing. But you, I know, have very, very strong beliefs in the Lord and in God.
Well, Christ says that all of his ability we all have. And it's okay. Whatever limit you want, you can have. God loves you enough to let you be as limited or enlightened as you want to be.
Wow. Well, Psychic Suzanna, when we come back, we're going to have some people talking to you, finding out what is happening in their future, and hopefully we'll get some great answers. Here, you know what? I was out today asking folks about their predictions, and this is a sampling of what they had to say. Here we are at the Plaza Tavern. Who are you, ma'am?
I'm Peg Hunt.
This is Peg Hunt. Peg, what we need to know, do you believe in psychic?
Yes, but I don't believe those on television. I don't think they're for real.
So the ones on TV are not psychics, they are faking it.
I think, yeah. I don't. Just like somebody says, I can't believe I'm sitting there at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for me to call them. I mean, if they're such good psychics, they know I'm not going to call.
Very similar to Journey movies, then.
Yeah. I think so.
Peg Hunt, her take on psychics, she'd rather watch a dirty movie. Back here on the 6:30 show with me, Dave Gray. This topic is so hot that this phone right here, ooh, I hurt my finger right there. People are calling, Psychic Suzanna, it's always this way. The phone callers follow you everywhere you go.
Well, and you putting your fingers where they shouldn't be is why your fingers get burned so much.
Let's not talk about our private relationship, young ladies. All right, let's leave that out of this. And I'm going to talk, somebody wants to talk to you right here. It is Tanya Collins. And Tanya, may I say your age?
28.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could say that. Born in Madison. And Tanya, what is your question for Psychic Suzanna?
Well, I think the number one thing is money for 1999.
Well, Connie, let me just tell you a couple of things, if I may, okay?
Okay.
You have a lot of common sense, but you have a tendency not to use it. People come up to you looking for you to help them with answers, but you don't walk your talk. And so I'm going to challenge you to walk your talk this year, because you will be in management. You will create your own business. You are aware someone does love you now, are you not?
Yes.
Okay. This is a good relationship, but you have a tendency not to communicate real well. Both of you don't, so I want you to work on that. Financial improvement, steady basis within 4 months, and then also within the next 10 months. But the thing for you this year is job change, management, structured lessons, new friends, and a pregnancy. Bye-bye.
Tanya, do you see a pregnancy?
No.
Hey,
Do you have your daughter yet?
Yes, I do.
How old is she?
She's 5.
And your son?
I have 2.
Okay. How old are they?
They're 8 and 2.
Okay, I might be picking up your little 2-year-old. Okay?
Never, ever argue
But you
with
will
Psychic
be
Suzanna.
involved with the pregnancy.
Okay.
All right?
Congratulations, Tanya.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go through this as fast as we can. Max Blaska is his name. Max, are you there?
Yes.
Am I saying your name right? Max Blaska?
Yes.
How are you? 21 years old, here in Wisconsin. Glad you're calling from the home dairy state. And you believe there's going to be a civil war in 1999, don't you, Max?
Well, I had a psychic. I had one correct psychic experience once before, and I was at the City of Talent rally, and I saw a flash of all the people that were chanting, all of a sudden covered with blood. And I also, after that, I went and used a Ouija board, and they said that there was going to be a war. And
What I'm going to do here, Max, is cut you off, because as Psychic Suzanna can tell you, there's a real fine line between psychic and crazy guy. Now, I might be wrong there, Psychic Suzanna, but you probably see that all the time.
Actually, I think that he might have just tapped into a past life memory.
Oh, that could be, too. Now, is that something you work with as well?
Yeah. Well, he could have tapped in, and I do think he did tap into a past life memory of a time where he was in the exact same spot. A lot of times places trigger those memories in us, where you walk in a building or you walk by a certain road and you standing by a hill and you know you've been there before, but you don't know when. Our mind is open to those things, and those things can happen and help us. The thing that I want you to be aware, young man, is that you have a tendency not to live in the real world. You have a tendency to live in that dream state a lot. Are you aware of that?
I already cut Max off. Is that for him or me?
No, that's him and you, by the way.
Well, thanks a lot.
No,
Psychic
but for him
Suzanna.
especially, he doesn't live in the physical. He lives between the ears. So he needs to tend to be aware of the physical. And if he's not careful, he'll have babies by a couple of women.
Uh-oh. And look out Tanya over there on line 4. Let's go to Lindsay. Lindsay is 16 here in Madison. Lindsay, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Lindsay, I want you to repeat after me. All men are bums till I'm 23.
All men are bums till I'm 23? Why is that?
Say it again one more time.
All men are bums till I'm 23?
Because you will not know your husband till you're 23 years old. So all the men and all the boys before that are just playthings, and I want you to remember that. Because sometimes you have friendships that you make too real and you make them too strong, and you'll do anything for them. So I want you to be aware of that, okay?
Okay.
Lindsay?
I am also going to tell you that you will be politically involved, you will travel internationally, and you will share business with your husband that you will not know till you're 23. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. Just answering a question for Lindsay that she hadn't asked yet, and that was what was her career going to be. That is amazing. You are phenomenal. Do you know that?
Thank you, young man.
That is all I can say to you. We are going to, oh, look at this. This is Tam, I believe it is, unless it's Tom, on line 4. Tam, is it?
Oh.
Is it Tam?
Pam.
Pam with a P?
With a P.
I'm sorry, they put it up here with a T. I don't know where that name came from. Tam with a P. You were 41, born in Madison, and we need to know here. Go ahead, ask your question of Psychic Suzanna.
Okay, I was just wondering, my life's made a lot of changes, and I just wondered if you could tell me...
Oh, honey, you've been through hell for 3 years. And I
true?
know that, but it is getting better with each day. Now, you have a tendency to hold on to the past and suffer, and we call that dumb. Okay?
Okay.
So as a matter of fact, someone within 2 months is going to be coming forward and triggering some old garbage. And I think you just need to say, I did that already. Don't need to do that again. You also need to be aware that you have a tendency that if they're alcoholic, addicted, they have a tendency to carry their garbage, and that's not healthy.
Just keep in mind, stay away from anyone who hosts the 6:30 show.
That's it.
Or
I can tell you the years are getting better even as I speak.
That is fantastic.
Okay?
Good,
Healthy when you're 44.
All right.
And when you're about 87, you'll be cheating at bingo. So, it's just getting better with every year.
I hope you win.
Okay?
Psychic
But
Suzanna,
just stay away from alcohol. The abuse issues belong to the past. Let all that crap go,
Right, I've
okay?
been there.
Psychic Suzanna, do you not have a rule that if anyone wins money, they have to split how
Give
much?
me a 10% finder's fee. I'm glad you remembered that.
A 10% finder's fee goes to Psychic Susanna. We're
When
going to
she's
take
87. But, boy, she's coming into a much better year.
Susanna?
Yes.
I am going to tell you that you have made the phones ring here faster than anyone in the history of the world, and I will have you on the show again if you will be kind enough to come on the show again.
I would love to do you on a regular basis. Of course, I've always wanted to do you anyway, haven't I?
Let's not talk naughty. My mom might see this. Susanna, thank you so much. You take care. Back with another psychic. We'll be back with Fran, the singing psychic, right after this. Oh, my goodness. I'm a little frightened. Oh, hi. I'm just doing some magic here. You know me. We're back now, and this is exciting. Yet another psychic joins us on the show. 2 psychics, 1 show. What more do you want? This is Fran Baskerville. She is known as the singing psychic. She's from Texas. Good evening, Fran. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Fran.
Hi.
Fran is the best. Fran, just so you know, has been on Good Morning America. Am I right, Fran?
Uh-huh.
She has been on Comedy Central's The Daily Show. Am I right, Fran?
Yes, you are.
She has been on our very own The Howard Stern Show. Am I right, Fran?
Yes, you are.
And now you are here to join us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, Fran, first, tell the story real quick of how it was you became psychic.
I got hit by an 18-wheeler lumber truck. It backed into my Chevy and into my Impala and picked my car up and me. And we rode on the back end of the 18-wheeler for about a block before he realized I was there. And I had a near-death experience. Went on the other side, and I saw my father had passed on, and the angels, and Jesus, and could look down and see my children and whole lifetimes for them, and it was just awesome. And
when you came back, you had this new psychic ability.
That's right.
Great. You know what? We're going to talk to some people right now on the line who are desperate to talk to you. We have Amy right here on the line. Amy, hi, how are you?
I'm good. I have a question for Fran. I just wanted to know if she could see anything in the future for me for job status and financially.
And what you should know, Fran does sing the answers. Go ahead,
She
Fran.
does. Well, it says so I can see a job coming up that's gonna be real good for you. Oh, yeah. And it looks as though it'll be more money. Oh, yeah.
Amy, does that help you?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Fran, the singing psychic, stay with us. We will have more with Fran and more of your calls answered. Fran, give me an oh yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I'll come here.
We'll be more. We'll be back. Oh, my goodness. As you can see here on the 6:30 show, we've gotten a bit spiritual, a bit mystical. I have trouble saying that word. We're talking with the singing psychic. Fran, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Fran, hit by a lumber truck, became psychic, now has the ability to read the future, and she's going to do that for you. Fran, first of all, what do you see happening in 1999?
Okay. Yeah.
She's saying.
Well, I see President Clinton being convicted. Oh, yeah, and I can see Hillary getting in trouble for those FBI files she put in the computer. Oh, yeah, and had other folks put them in too. Oh, wow, and it looks as though I can see Miltonboro, and I can see Sid Caesar and Bob Hope going to the other side. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not Bob Hope.
I hope that's wrong, but that's what I see.
I hope it's wrong, too. And you're very rarely wrong. We all love Bob. Let's talk to Stacy. Is it Stacy Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
Stacy, 19, born here in Wisconsin. What is your question of Fran, the singing psychic?
I wanted to know if me and my current boyfriend have a future together.
Will they be married? Fran?
Okay. Well, it looks as though I'd say no, there's someone else coming in for you. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Stacy, that lets you know the answer right there. I hope that heals you and helps out in some way. We are going to go to Rachel Lopez. Rachel, 37 and born in Indiana. That's just psychic on my part. Don't mind the image you're getting now because you're not going to get a lot of that here from this show. Is it Rochelle Lopez?
Yes, Rochelle.
Rochelle, I'm sorry. And we're wondering, how does your financial situation look? Fran?
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a whole lot better next year coming around. Oh, yeah. And it'll get better this year in February. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Now, finally, Fran, we have time for only one more. Before we leave the air tonight, how do you see this show doing? What do you see happening to the 6:30 show with Dave Gray?
Okay. Well, I can see a whole lot of success. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And it looks as though everybody's watching and it's gonna be a hit for you. Oh, the David Gray Show. Oh, yeah.
Wow. And the thing that, Fran, let me tell you, first of all, a round of applause for me. Second of all, what makes me so happy, I know that you gave that same song to the cast of Friends when their show started, did you not?
The cast of who?
Friends?
Friends. No, it just kind of popped in my mind.
Fran, just go along with it. Fran, if people want to reach you, can they reach you on the web?
Yes, I can at www.
SingingPsychic.com? Okay. Fran, we appreciate you being with us tonight. Thank you so much. You take care.
You too.
Okay. We will talk to you people next week. Tomorrow night I'll be filling in for Julie Hines. I will see you then. Until then, look to the future. Nobody really knows the answer, least of all me. Oh, yeah.